So I'm going to give a little description of what I think of Doom the Dark Ages and how the game is and what it's about. So it's a war between the Sentinels and the Hell's Horde. There's three factions, or a third faction called the Makers, which are like robot alien angels. They have the Doom guy as a slave warrior, and he's sent on like little missions to help fight the Horde for the Sentinels. Hell's Horde has a prince. He's like this badass with a freaking upside down cross on his forehead, and he has like a Muslim witch that helps him around. And they're looking for this thing called the Heart of Argent. The Sentinels want to protect it. They have it. The Sentinels are like these Viking people. The demons end up getting the heart from the king of the Sentinels, but it's not complete. There's part of it that's inside the princess of the Sentinels. I think she was the princess. It was like some chick that's like ahead of the group. I don't know. Doom guy breaks out of control from the Makers, and but he still just keeps fighting for the Sentinels. But he's not being like possessed by their like gold eyes stuff. I don't know. The boss maker, he's like this big fat dude. Because the Doom guy is gone now, he decides he's just gonna help the demons. So he turns on them and joins the demons, and he helps them get the heart from the princess. After they get it, they trap the Doom guy in the old one's dimension, and in this like big like prison with all these like gigantic demons that watch him. He gets out by ripping his control point out. I don't know what you call it. He pulls this thing out of his chest and it like explodes, and then he lands into this like sea of acid and dies. So he kills himself. But he wakes up in hell as like zombie Doom guy, which is actually sick. Highlight of the game right there. He fights his way back, but then is also like brought back to life from the Sentinels. They like do some kind of sacrifice, like satanic ritual thing to bring him back to life. Then he fights his way back and kills all the demons. He goes after the big fat Maker guy, and he kills him for being a traitor. Then he goes after all the other demons that are like attacking the Sentinels now. He kills, or he fights the Demon Prince, who's this badass dude again. But now he's like a souped up badass. He's got like wings on his back and wings on his head, and like all kinds of cool like symbolism on his body. I don't know, crazy. He ends up beating him and tears the Heart of Argent out of his chest, and then gives it back to like the princess chick. And then when she gets it, she is like, I don't know, awakened to like the power that she had. So now with that new power and the Doom guy back, they chase down like the Demon Prince back into hell. So they go after him to go kill him. And when the Doom guy finds him finally, he gets to fight like a 2-on-1 fight against the Muslim witch and the Demon Prince. Of course, he kills them both. Yeah, kills them both, and then rips off his head, the prince's head, and like throws it at the demons, and then they get scared, so they leave. And that's how the game ends. Doom guy wins, and then he like has like a scene where he goes to like, I think he's going back to hell to fight more demons. I don't know. He just loves fighting demons, I guess. But that's pretty much it. That's the game. All right, so to summarize the game, I just want to give like my 3 positives and 3 negatives of Doom the Dark Ages. I'll start with the negatives. So the first thing is going to be that the story, it sucks. It's not very good. I guess it's like kind of the point though. It's like their whole thing with Doom is that it's like it doesn't need a story if you're just having fun killing zombies or demons or whatever. But yeah, they try to put like kind of like an overarching story in it, but there's just a bunch of levels where nothing really happens. And then even then it's like nothing happens. There's 22 levels, and I think there's probably like 5 that count. I don't like that the graphics, they've kind of adopted this like Gears of War aesthetic for all of the characters, so they just kind of look like beefy ass people. I don't really care for that. It's not very like, I don't know, it's not, how do you just say, it's not like, I don't know how to say what I think it is. It's like, it's just not, I guess I would say it's not creative, right? It feels very like they're just adopting other styles. I guess it's because like a lot of people are really use like Unreal Engine as artists in game industry, and it causes them to just kind of make things look Unreal Engine-y now. I don't like that. It's not even an Unreal Engine game. It doesn't make sense for it to be like that, but yeah, weird. And then I also don't like that there's a ton of guns and none of them are that good. Like none of them. Okay, the shotgun's great. All right, the super shotgun, awesome. The machine gun, great. The laser gun is cool in spots. I think the rocket launcher could be cool. I do like that once you level it up enough, it like heals you from splash damage if you do it right. But yeah, the majority of the guns, not a fan of. The new ones are stupid. The chain gun, dumb. It uses ammo. It pulls the ammo back in the gun. I don't know. Makes no sense. All right, and then my 3 pluses for the game. All right, the visuals. I know I kind of harped on the characters looking like Gears of War characters, but everything else about the game, beautiful. The visuals are great. The art style is like super hella metal. I love it. The like flying boats with skulls on the front of them and like tentacles coming off the bottom. I don't know. Amazing looking. Everything in the game looks like it could be like a Mortal Kombat level. Love it. Another plus is going to be the new combat. So I love that it's kind of slow and that it's almost like they just added in a ton of bullet hell elements, and then also the parrying makes it really fun. So I like that. And then I also really like that none of the levels are very long. That's like one of my biggest things. I love that I could just sit down and play it for like a half hour and bam, I beat a level. So yeah, that's my 3 pluses, 3 negatives. Tell me what you guys think.